The journey down a dark road of addiction began when Dwayne was around 12 years old. It started by sneaking into his parents' liquor cabinet and sharing with friends, giving him the taste of feeling something different. Within a short time, it turned into drug use, drug dealing, and criminal activity.
The more I used with friends, the more I got welcomed into or invited into other substances, including marijuana, which took me into a whole other stage of life. And then it was off to the races.
For the next 25 years, drugs and drug use was the only life Dwayne knew.
To overcome a lot of the challenges that I had in life, I had to finally get pretty desperate. And desperate to me was getting and losing my family, feeling alone in the midst of around a bunch of people, suicidal. Failing to kill myself was a big catapult into me looking for help.
It was January 24th, 2014, when he enrolled in the Gateway program, and that was the last day he used any mind-altering or mood-changing chemicals.
Since finding recovery, I've found self. I've gotten my life back together to the point that I love myself. I talk about it quite often. The most precious gift of getting clean is I'm a return to be a son to my mother. I am a father to my children. I'm a husband to my wife, and I'm a good man of the community. That ultimately is the most rewarding part of it all. Being part of the community, helping others find the path that I found.
When I first met Dwayne, he was living with his mom. He wasn't paying rent. He was driving her truck. He really had no expectation or no sight on what his life could be.
With the guidance and support of others, Dwayne set his mind on recovery. Then there was no going back. After a while, he began looking beyond himself and toward helping those who were going through similar challenges that he faced.
He likes to problem solve. I've watched him try to find every way and direction to be able to make our community better when it comes to tackling the addiction in our community, in every area. Just trying to help those people find hope and helping those families know that there's hope for them as well.
He engages individuals that he meets in his everyday life when he recognizes they might need support, and is able, through his personality and through just who he is, to engage them in conversation and to connect people that are ready to receive support and services, to the support and services that they need. And those that may not be ready, he continues to hold conversations and keep in touch with them so that they have someone that they're connected with, so when they may be ready, that they have that connection and he's able to get them to the services and help that they need.
Dwayne has rededicated his life to being a son, a husband, a father, and an asset to his community. He has changed his life and wants to be a part of helping others on their recovery journey.
It's one thing to go through drug addiction and go through all those things and to come out and not do drugs anymore, but it's another thing when you take it to a different level and you actually take your own experience and you use it to help other people. That's what separates us from being that self-centered person to be a person of service, which is actual, a counteraction. It's always been what I've felt is the counter to self-centeredness is to be selfless. Instead of being self-centered, you're selfless, and I see a lot of selflessness in him.
Dwayne wants to see everyone successful, everybody that he meets, everyone that he runs into. Like I said, he oozes recovery, lives recovery. He wants to make sure that his neighbor's successful, that the person that he runs into at Walmart is successful, and he wants to do what he can to be a piece of that.
Dwayne inspires me by his resilience and his integrity and what it is that he does. He does so much for other people without expectation of being noticed, because his heart is just that big, and he just wants to be able to share that love with other people that haven't felt it from others or themselves in a long time. And it's inspiring, and it's energizing to be around him because he's got that spirit to him that's just, it's attractive.
I've got a new love of life, a passion to help others. And for anybody out there looking for help, anybody out there, there's a bunch of us out here that's been through what you've been through. And if I can do it, so can you.
And that is why Dwayne Strickland is a mental health champion.